Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Pencil Spotting. Today I want to talk about pencil extenders because I don't know about you, but I like to get every last bit out of a pencil that I can. And so at some point a pencil just gets so short it's uncomfortable to write with. You just don't have as much control. So when you have a pencil about this length for me, you can see here this bit still rests against my finger as I write, but when they start to get much shorter than that, you don't have that point of contact, and so you start to feel like you're losing control. Some people, hey, come back here. Some people don't mind writing with very short pencils like this, and some people will sharpen them until they're right up to the ferrule, and there's nothing left. But I do like to get the most out of my pencils, so I purchased a bunch of these. I think I got a set of 5 on the internet somewhere. They're available all over the place. You only need one. For some reason, they sell a set of 5. And what these are pencil extenders. So there is, if you can see this, there's the business end of it. This is this bit of metal here has a slit in it right there that allows this to open up. And so what happens is you can see that slit is wider at this end than at this end. And that lets you take a pencil like this, and I picked the wrong one. I'll talk about that in a second. Take a pencil like this and slide it in there, and then it has this collar that closes that up and holds that in place, and now you have that point of contact back here. So this is like writing with practically a brand new pencil. So these are really handy, and I do use them. And the only problem is on some pencil sharpeners, this bit won't fit in there, which is fine. You have to take the pencil out to get it into the pencil sharpener, and usually by the time it gets down here, I'm using a manual pencil sharpener anyway, which I have another one I want to try out too. So, but of course, you may have noticed the other issue here is that if you want to use the eraser, this covers up the eraser. So you have to either take the pencil out or use a separate eraser, or where did I put it? It's around here somewhere. I lost it. Let me go get it. I swear I was organized for this, but anyway, I always have some of these sitting around, and here's a brand new one. And of course, that's not going to fit over this very well because this is actually a larger diameter than a pencil. So you're going to end up carrying that out eventually. So what I did was I just took a knife and whittled one end down. Actually, I think I started by trying to put it in a pencil sharpener, but now that will fit over that kind of snugly, and you can't really see that very well against that white paper background. But yeah, and if you want to make it a little bit more secure, you can use a bit of masking tape, or in this case, painter's tape, and just wrap that around there, like so. And I probably have twice as much tape as I actually need, so I'm also shooting that out of frame. But there you go. Now you have a pencil extender with an eraser on the end. Now, the other issue that I find is that some of these pencils have larger ferrules. So this one, this is a USA Gold, that slips on there fairly easily. This is a Pentec Color Wash, and this has a larger ferrule, and it's not going on there very easily at all. So I barely have any of that ferrule in there, and I can't slide that collar up there, but that is enough to hold it in place. Yeah, so it works even. Come on up, there you go. Okay, it works even when they're tight. This is I forget what kind of pencil this is. I recognize this ferrule, but I forget the name of the pencil. That slips on fairly easily. But yeah, that's it. So these things are not very expensive. If you can't if you're looking for them locally, you'll probably be able to find them in an art supply store, because these are things that artists will use for very expensive drawing pencils because they want to get the most out of them. So here's this Mitsubishi Unistar, and that's not going to fit over that. There it is, just barely. So I'm going to be able to use this like right down to this point. I'll be able to use all of this except maybe this 3/8 inch long section here at the end. So if you're wondering, I'm weird. I don't throw the ends of pencils out. I actually collect them. So I'll go get that collection and show it to you. Hey, here's that collection. This is, I'm going to get these out of the way. Let's just get all this out of the way. So, yeah, so this is a jar. This was a gigantic jar of olives because I love green olives that I bought at Walmart. And I took the lid and I just applied some of this hammered metal paint to it so it looks fancy. And I keep my pencil stubs in here because I'm trying to see how many I can get. And this is kind of a record of how many pencils I've used up. Oh, this is probably three years worth, maybe. So, and you can see some of these are a little longer because these were before I used the pencil stubs, and if the pencil extenders. So if I ever get truly desperate for pencils, I can always go back in here and dig some of these out. But I have quite a few pencils. So this is just kind of a nice little marker for me of how much writing I've done over the past 3 or 4 years. So yeah. Anyway, pencil extenders, they are a thing. They're adaptable to most kinds of pencils. So highly recommend picking some up if you find them and making the most out of your pencils. So that's all I got for you. See you next time. Thanks for watching. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, please feel free to hit the like button. But if you have a question or a comment, please go ahead and leave one of those. I do read everything that I get, and I would love to respond to you. So until next time, have a great day, have a great week, and be careful out there.